Oh, they've been waiting for this moment. Episode 69, the sex number.
It's the
Here
sex
we are.
number. We've all heard of it. Some of us have even turned that age, but not us, not even us combined. No, this is episode 69 of God is Dead, the podcast with a pretty simple premise.
Yeah, everything you see we've found from the world of the internet or the world around us, but we all think that it proves that God's fucking abandoned us. There's no hope for humanity based on the evidence before you, and this is the real 69th edition. It's the same old freaking story here, pretty much.
Absolutely. And I'm Campbell Walker, and this is BRYCE V. Mills, by the way, to my right, if you are seeing this. And what we've decided to do for episode 69 is find evidence that God is dead through some very interesting discussions of sex on the internet. But me and Bryce, we kind of have this big virgin energy. So we've decided to bring on a guest who knows a little bit more about the subject than us. Flex.
What up?
She roots. She's rooted.
What the hell?
Whoa, bro. Are you swearing on God is dead?
You two just refuse to stutter. I don't know how you both got through that intro, speaking as quickly as you do with such precision and accuracy. Not one tongue twister. Not one like, oh, sorry, let's retake that. It's insane.
It's all that sort of stored up cum. That
It's
unused
abstinence
sexual
energy.
Yeah.
Absent. See, I'm stuttering. It's too corn dog. Can't get her words out.
Oh, but can get a fuck out. Okay, so what we're going to do is split this episode into two parts. We've got the couples section and the singles section, and we're going to do them in that order because I think that's the best way to do it, starting with couples. And by the way, everything that we are talking about, you can find at God is Dead, not clickbait.
On Instagram, of course.
On Instagram.
That's not like a house that you go to.
Yeah. Just an address.
Yeah.
Go check out the house called God is Dead, not clickbait. Type it into Google Maps and you'll know what we're talking about. All right, let's go.
God is Dead, case 1.
Couples.
I don't want to be a cynic here, but it's something about getting in a relationship that can really let your guard down and let your behavior skew into the, inappropriate / unacceptable territory, possibly.
It is. Flex, you're currently in a couple.
I'm currently in a couple.
You're currently part of a whole couple.
Have you found anything slipping? Like what I notice is, all couples have some kind of like baby talk, but then when or just like a way of talking that you're not going to do in public, but then it's when they let themselves start slipping into in front of other couples or at a dinner table or in the shops kind of going, oh baby, do you want to get a little shirt? Like
BRYCE.
This feels so specific.
No,
just drag me.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I used a pet name. Okay, I slipped out of character. I'm in love.
So I'm going to share the screen.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Pull it up.
Have you ever seen a couple wear a matching shirt?
Wow.
You got them.
Do you know what?
What?
This feels very specific to not Australia.
Yeah.
I feel like there are some spaces, this feels very American, where this would feel aspirational. I'm the boss and she's the real boss and together we rise and grind. Love will take us to the top. Corinthians 3:14.
Emoji Jesus emoji,
Exactly.
Georgia emoji
Prayer
blank.
hands.
Yeah. And for the podcast listeners, can you describe what these shirts look like?
So these are probably Gildan shirts. I'll say that. They either come in white and black with very aggressive font on them that say words like, let's say there's this one couple standing outside of what looks to be a shopping centre. The guy is wearing some really tight chinos and a black t-shirt with white font that says money maker. So it's quite clear that he is, in fact, the breadwinner. His partner is wearing a tight white t-shirt with black font and an overall with one strap on and one strap on, and her shirt says money spender. So I feel like what they're trying to imply here is that he makes the money and then she spends the money.
Which is just the accepted reality when you get married. It's, here's the credit card, sweetheart. Don't go too crazy. Oh, fuck, the ball and chain.
The old ball and chain.
Yeah, the misso.
The bloody misso, mate.
Love her, but she's ruining my life. Cool. Nice relationship, man. That's goals.
It's real cool. My favorite is the guy's got "If Lost, return to Babe," and then the girl's got "I am Babe" on the back of her shirt, and they're doing like this cute thing where they're what do you call it when the lips touch?
Nuzzling.
Nuzzling. Yes, there it is. Yeah, they're doing a little nuzzle, a little Roy
But then
XD
it's
moment.
Like, it's interesting in the bottom right corner. I mean, the flip side of the "I'm the money maker, she's the money spender" is like also the same type of guy will be like, and that's because like he's got a shirt that says "the boss" and her shirt says "the real boss" because it's like, well, you know, she calls the shots, I just make the money. Like it's kind of an interesting culture being sort of perpetuated here.
Which shirt combination, Flex, would you most like to wear with your boyfriend?
Oof. I'm liking where this is going, and I'm going to go with money maker, money spender, because I feel like I prefer to spend money that isn't my own. Really, I love an allowance, and that feels like aspirational. It feels direct, and I feel like everybody knows what's happening here. The boss and the real boss implies that I want to do more work, and I'd prefer to retire early. Girlfriend, fiance, wife. I'm confused about, well, first of all, if we look to the top right, her shirt says fiancé, and his says fiancé. Is there meant to be a different spelling? I'm confused. But do you know what I love most about all of these pictures is none of them is even remotely ironic. There's not a hint of parody in here. It's not satire. It's just a pure expression of love. Yeah. Let's quickly pan to the top left. What are they holding on to? Are they climbing towards, marital satisfaction? What's happening? Could you please...
It's like the gates of heaven or something that they're clinging on
Gatekeeping.
to.
Gatekeeping romance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from all of us who aren't as adorable as Babe and the man who is lost and needing to be returned to said Babe.
I don't know if it's a niche
Put him in a
reference.
cage, he can't go anywhere.
Oh, the metaphors keep stacking.
No, we love that. And I mean, the bottom left as well, and if you're looking at the visual, maybe this is a very weird niche Australian reference, but it does look like the piracy It's a Crime ad font. That's actually what I think.
You wouldn't steal a boss girlfriend.
Honestly, it does. Where do you find these things, or do they find you?
Oh, it's a little give and take.
Bro, these are definitely some Wish.com ads, right?
Yeah, this has got a big Wish energy.
Yeah.
So this is one way, and it's funny that you mentioned the lack of irony when people post this, because there's another subculture of couples who are posting things like this. Oh.
I found this in the wild.
Oh, yeah.
This is a girl posting this meme on her boyfriend's Facebook wall, which of course could have been sent by a direct message, could have been, hey, if you're sitting next to him, show him. But
can you describe it for the podcast listeners?
Honest. I'd be on it. So what we can see here is maybe a cool toned sepia. Perhaps it's a black and white shot of an aerial view. Imagine, I'd presume, a guy taking a photo of his girlfriend in the doggy position, holding her hair, pulling it, with some white overlay font that says, "Pull my hair." Very directive. "Spank my ass. Pound me hard. I'm all yours." Is there a rhythm there? I feel like that's a sing song.
That's some bars,
right?
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
like
all yours. There's something
nailed
there.
it. Yeah, with a little Jason Mraz
Is
right
that
at
the
the end.
Arctic Monkeys? I think I'm hearing something.
It's gorgeous. It's nice to know that these people didn't quite stop there. Hang on, my door's got a phantom open to it.
Oh god, that freaked me out.
Ooh.
Who are you expecting?
All right, so we've got the sexy Facebook, but this isn't where they stop. So what's interesting is this feels just like an image that they've found off the internet. I think that the step above this would be to kind of create the
Make your
images
own.
themselves.
Yeah, and this couple,
Absolutely.
for context, I think they were like maybe 21 and engaged at the time. And
Sweet.
again, which is it's like everyone's got the different like timelines and shit, but I just can't really handle shit like this mirror selfie that the guy has taken this time. So it's his turn. She sent the meme to him. It's his turn to just straight up post something, and of course he's saying that he feels like he's on fire next to this hot woman, and then at her name, and it's tagged her, and then the photo. We love a mirror selfie, but in this particular case, it's them kissing each other, and not only is he kind of going for a boob grab and she's pulling his shirt, but she's wearing like a fluoro bra, and I don't know whether this was like how much did they get a stylist for the shoot or if this is just impromptu, but in the back, like on the floor, you can see a couple of cables and the bare mattress in the background.
Yeah, they spent a lot more on the outfit.
That fitted sheet is lifting. It's lifting.
Yeah, I feel like he's got the aesthetic of like college boy dorm from like the early 2000s, and she's got the late 2000s Stereosonic.
Oh, it's very Stereosonic.
And the rogue fairy light, like the Christmas light just hanging off the side of the mirror. Festive.
We're fancy.
What
We
does
see
it mean
Pinterest.
to feel more viscerally offended by this one than the other one? I feel like the other one was a lot easier to stomach, whereas this one, it feels a bit too personal to see. What is that about?
You're right. I think it's because like the other one, there's less intention. So it's a premeditative flex, right? Like, sorry to drop the word flex in there.
Well.
Yeah, I'm certain that this isn't the first time you've found yourself in that position. But like this one's got a lot more forethought to it. So the one before, it's like, oh, cool, an image about sex. Hey, me and my girlfriend do that sex thing that I've read about. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah. So I'll put the sex thing on Facebook just to inform everybody that I'm also doing sex. And then this one feels like
curated. There's so many steps to go. Okay, get the camera now. Hey, girlfriend or boyfriend, come over here and kiss me. Now hold on, hold that pose because I'm gonna do this in the mirror, and now I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna say I'm feeling blessed and do this caption. But it's all shit that like she was next to you when you posted that. Just turn around and say I'm feeling blessed next to this hot woman if that's how you feel. You know.
But also a step before that. Have you ever tried to take a photo with your phone and not look at where the button is? It's not that easy. Like, it's very difficult.
Literally, I've had this for a much like cornier reason this week. I went paintballing for my brother-in-law's 30th birthday, his idea, not mine, and I got hit in the back of the jawbone. So like I've been sort of watching. You can see I've got this like almost ringworm like scar on my jawbone, but I've been like trying to monitor it. So like the whole time, and this is like the least sexy thing in the world. But yeah, so I feel very close to this issue of the mirror selfie.
You can relate. Yeah, this is very interesting. And you say this image found you in the wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
So these are people that were like a year below me at uni, maybe. I think.
Oh, it's like 2020.
Well, this was when
like within your network.
This is like I have saved this for a few years, but it was absolutely raw and like in my. This is me. No one else has seen this. You know, this is real shit.
This is what you get, and I believe this is the same couple, is it? Or
no, this is a separate thing, which again not found in the.
So
true
this is one step further. Flex, can you read out what this person's posted on Facebook?
It says, and I quote, "My hands look like this, so her face can look like that," and we got an image of, visibly pruny hands and a presumably woman making a very intensely orgasmic expression. So I think what they're implying is that he fingers her so she can reach orgasm.
Yeah, for 40 minutes at a time, I suppose. And then you've got as well, the comment underneath that is the girlfriend being like, take this off. That's the girlfriend.
So he's shared it to her page or just shared it to his page? And she's been like, no.
He's just straight up shared it for the followers to be like, hey guys, like
guys, this is what my hands
my
are
life.
Very bold.
It's a bold move. How would you feel if your boyfriend shared something like this?
Do you know what? I feel like I would be more impressed that he would do so, because what it implies is a certain level of sexual prowess. It's one thing to be like, I root, but this is very specifically the technique I use to foreplay, and then it results in orgasm, or what we can presume to be pleasure. It's incredible. And this one's my favorite.
Yeah, there's niceness to this. Yeah, this one, good bath finger energy. All
Absolutely.
Right, so
this feels like, this is a very like, I don't know why she's beefing with him. This is sweet.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I think I'm gonna ruin it now. With a different screen. All right, so can you see this? Have you seen this? Couple TikTok.
No, I haven't.
So I hope that you can hear this. I hope that the sound comes through, because this is really what the sound is about. So just describe the couple that we can see.
It's like a balding guy.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that.
It's a balding guy. I mean, the
not
balding.
that common on TikTok.
Is she balding? I think a curly-haired woman. They probably look about. They're ageless. I mean, they could be 19 or 40 at this point. And she's wearing a kind of like a, what's that place? Threadbow, next to Threadbow.
Oh, Perisher.
Jindabyne.
Jindy.
A
Yeah.
very Jindabyne-esque print top. Hey,
I feel that.
Oh, do you see that?
What is it?
Siri's up. And she said a very Jindabyne-esque print top. I
Was
didn't
that
even say her
Perisher?
name.
Perisher, hey Siri.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, wait, say Perisher again.
Perisher.
Wait, no, because Siri can't hear you. She can only hear me.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Honestly.
Oh, yeah,
it's
wow.
the poltergeist from your room that's coming to mine. But I
The sex
digress. Yeah, an ageless couple looking into their front camera, potentially smirking. I'm very excited to see what comes next. Oh, wait, one detail. She does have her hand lodged into the sleeve of his shirt, potentially pulling it towards her or the camera.
And do these people look particularly cute?
Yeah, I mean, they're in
Yeah,
their
there's
happy
a cute,
couple.
there's like a we've been together for 6 years energy.
All right. Well,
6 years
get
or
ready.
6 weeks.
Get ready for the audio.
Do it or don't do it. Do it or... Oh, they did it.
How you feeling?
Do you know... Okay, so... How is that... Of all things, that's the one that really, like, it just...
Oh, fuck me. So...
I don't like to be the person who cringes at things because I'm not above humor, but that looked like genuine affection. And we shouldn't be reacting to genuine affection that way. It was like the nuzzle, but the chomp. Nuzzle, chomp, chomp. Nuzzle, chomp. Are you going to do it or not do it? And he's like, are we doing it? He's nuzzling, he's chomping. The rhythm is off. The rhythm is so off. But the fact that, like, I don't mind, like, maybe I do mind PDA online. Maybe there's, like, a level of, like, I just think it's inappropriate. But I talk about rooting online, so who am I to talk? But it's the fact that the act of filming yourself is so contrived. There's no like, it's like easy, spur of the moment way to do it. You have to position the phone, get your lighting right. So they had to have planned that in some way.
Yeah. Oh, and
that's not take one.
She threw a filter on too. She had the Love Hearts filter. That took a fucking moment to get up too.
Exactly. So it all was so intentional to then do this, like, delayed gratification hookup.
Yeah, edging kiss. Like,
Yeah, edging kiss.
like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Again,
That was really great.
That shit happens amongst some of the, the coolest people ever. I'm sure the most, like, freaking whatever are doing shit like that in their private time. And yes, it's okay to be weirdos around each other. That's what a beautiful relationship can be. But fuck
Sick.
me, dead. But just let's not film it. Let's not curate it for the squad. To fucking
Is that a level of, like, conservative behavior from us? Are we being really conservative about this whole thing?
Are we
Like,
holding back
I think
culture?
I'm naturally frigid just as a person.
That
Like,
wasn't even. Yeah.
like,
but
I
that's
don't
a
know.
different level of comfort. Like, that to me,
Yeah.
that's it.
I would much rather prefer somebody full on Mac on in public.
Dude,
Like,
I'd
tongue
sooner
in mouth.
star in a porno than do that online. Like, straight up. Like the internet can see can see that side of me before they're ever going to see me doing dinosaur nuzzles.
Yeah, it's just too fucking real, right? Like, it's like, exactly.
too real.
There can be, it's like, it doesn't even have to be sexual. If I said to you guys some hardcore personal thing that is inappropriate for how well we know each other, you're going to be like, oh, okay. And that could be the same effect as going, like, anyway, look.
That's what it was. Everybody submit your own dinosaur nuzzle. We're doing something here.
Oh my god, submit your dinosaur nuzzle to God is dead.
Yeah, let's get a friggin' compilation going. But I want to show you something that this is an all-timer. This is in the Hall of Fame. If you've not seen this, strap yourself in. This is like probably the OG couple cringe meme that was really kicking everything off. And it's actually what happens when, sometimes we want to, our couple, you might be in a relationship where you want to say a special message to your partner. But back in the day, it was a lot harder to do that. So this guy uploaded to YouTube a special message for his girlfriend for their 7-month anniversary, which I'm going to sound like a hater, but fuck a 7-month anniversary. People that are like, happy 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I mean, Jesus.
You sound hurt.
It's like, my son is...
I'm glad you said it.
But it's like the same motherfuckers that are like, my sons are 17 months old. It's 1 and a bit, right?
Yeah, or like building dudes who are like, oh yeah, your house is 4,972 millimeters. I'm like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Look,
come on.
We're known haters around here, but
Like,
this
just
is unacceptable. What I'm
use
about
cubits.
to show you.
Yeah.
It's
All
called
right.
My Message for Briona, and I really hope you haven't seen this because it's terrifying.
I haven't.
All right.
Oh, good.
Get ready.
That's-
Get ready.
Oh, but I can't hear it.
Oh, can't you?
Wait.
Yeah, maybe you
I'll bring it up on my phone. I got it.
Oh,
I'll
sick,
press
yeah.
play,
All right.
and then we can.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll press play at the same time. Have a
hope
juicy
this-
reaction.
So this was uploaded in 2012, but I even feel like it was older than that. This might be a re-upload. I don't. Oh, maybe it's not. But this guy he's done updates about like what.
Oh my goodness, he's got so many.
Yeah.
Okay, 7 months. So that's the one we're looking for.
Yeah,
my
I can
video
send you
for
the link
Brianna.
if you want.
No, I've just got to play an ad. I'm sorry.
Oh. Briona's got to get her.
Put it up to
her
the mic.
AdSense.
Let's shout out McDonald's for sponsoring. God is dead.
All right. So,
All right, you ready?
oh,
All right, ready?
I hold on.
Does it
I
bring
heard the
back
hi
memories?
pee and I'm like, it's here.
All right.
It's in the frontal lobe. Okay,
All right,
3,
ready?
Yeah.
2,
2,
1.
1.
Hi, baby girl. I just wanted to wish you happy 7-month anniversary, babe. I love you.
Oh my God.
You know that, right?
I do know that. I really do.
I do. I love you so much. I love you more than there are all the hairs on every cat that Mr. McHugh owns. You know, if I had even an eighth of a penny for every time that you were on my mind, I would be richer than everyone in
Period.
the world. All
Say
combined
less. Say less.
to one. I love you more than there are all the snowflakes in Russia. And I'm never gonna stop loving you. I love you.
It's a fucking manifesto.
Can't wait to see you later.
The Unabomber is shaking.
I love you so very much.
Oh golly.
Bye, babe. And remember, stay perfect.
Okay, good. That's a warning. That's a threat.
Just for
That's a
you.
threat.
It's a fucking threat. Send this to the cops. Honestly, man.
There is
So-
something so sinister about this video. And is that just symbolic for love and relationships? Like the underlying possession that happens, the underlying expectation that this person is yours and you're theirs. Stay perfect or else is what was missing. He just snipped that off the end. Have we got like a 2020 update?
He's done a few, and I think he did an explanation one. There was one where he was saying everything's going to be okay, I promise, because she was sick or something, and she missed school, and he thought that she was angry at herself or something like this. Very teenage logic behind all of the videos that they're doing, and that one in particular, like, fuck me. I mean, it's one of those things where all of us were just old enough to not have our lives ruined by YouTube, I think. Like, we've got a few little things as kids where we did some weird little me dancing or something, but we were too dumb as kids in the world to know how to vlog, whereas kids now can straight up do that shit. So this kid would have been just unfortunately at the very start of that wave of, hey,
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Wish it could have been someone else. Wish it could have been someone else.
It's got to be someone.
Aside from his creepy predisposition, he's so resourceful to have done this, right? Like, to want to be sending a message to her, not having the ability to text or anything, and filming this video and sending her a link. That's incredible.
That's
Yeah.
good. Nothing can be lost in translation with video as well, which I quite like.
It's also how so many viral moments, whether they're good or bad, have started. People going, I just want to show this to my family back home, me doing a backflip, and then it goes viral for a good reason. Or
Like a small PSA for my primary school, and we all made a video, you know, and then next minute that's got 40 million
our
views.
primary school did Oppa Epic style, Gangnam style cover, and that went viral or something, you know? Like, unfortunately.
Very specific.
Yeah, it was just for the kids, and then,
I'll send you that link. it's amazing.
but you know, oh god, it's just, please watch the video if you can, because it's something about the facials, it's something about the
He really
Yeah,
he thinks a lot of himself.
It's like, it's a smirk, but it's also this level of like inner knowing and inner confidence. Like, he's not the weakest link in this relationship. No. He can get another one of you, sis. You should be so lucky.
You should be
You
so
should
damn
be
lucky.
so lucky. Hi, baby.
Hey, baby.
Stay perfect.
All the snowflakes in Russia.
Don't you think like the way he's like I don't know, the way he's gesticulating and using his face is so 2020 TikTok.
Yeah,
I'm seeing.
Yeah, did the Simpsons predict E-boys?
correlation.
Yeah,
he walked so they could
There we
run,
go.
you know, like...
his hands look like this.
But the thing is...
My face can look like that.
And you know what? I don't know. I suppose a member of the community this kind of behavior is possibly designed for. Is this shit hot in any way? Like when guys
Like
are
a
going
dude's hot.
like and licking their lips and doing all this hand rubbing and going, babe, I'm gonna. And there's one we're gonna show you in a bit that will fuck your shit up for sure.
I'm
yes.
into it.
But
Yeah.
like, is this in any way? If you saw a guy as a teen, even when our brains are a bit more soft and rounded, like. Would there be any part of you going like the grooves haven't set in, but would any part of you going,
The groove.
you know, hey, like I kind of would like him to lick his lips and rub his hands on the
It's not
date with me?
Any level of attraction you have for a fellow child or teen is more rooted in wanting to be picked and like fulfilling that milestone of acquiring the boyfriend. And like, he's a bit creepy and he smells, but I've got one. You know, I mean, even when you grow up, like people aren't that hot. You just love them for who they are.
So true.
That's just the moral of the story, you know?
I love
Every
that.
hot person is a fucking grub behind closed doors. You see that bit of sleep in their eye when they wake up, you know, the morning breath's not popping, halitosis, there's dirt under their nails, you know, there's cheese dick, and you're like, oh, I guess I love you.
I guess. I'll put you on the
I
fridge.
guess.
All right, let's cut to the judgment.
Final judgment.
If you've never listened before, this is the part where we take the evidence, we ask the question, does all of the above prove that God is dead? And I suppose we're looking at a lot of couple cringe here. Might be wearing a weird shirt, posting something on Facebook that could be a private thing, or, you know, roaring in their ear as a lead up to a kiss. It's, you know, it's the natural progression. It's kiss foreplay. We've all been there. It's important. And then, of course, just sending a straight up message going, and,
Hey, Brianna.
yeah, so, I don't know. Cam, Flex, what are we thinking?
Flex, do you reckon God's dead?
I mean, the evidence is quite clear. I'd hate it to be true, but it'd be remiss of me not to take the evidence and jump to a logical conclusion. Unfortunately, don't strike me down. I'm just doing it for the potty god. But yes, he's dead.
That was
But
beautiful.
if he's not dead, I will be going to heaven. Unfortunately, no plus ones. I feel like it's not really a vibe anyway. But, you know.
Well, that was a
It's for
very
this reason.
loyally and political answer.
I guess what the main argument, I suppose, would be from people that would say God's alive. I mean, I agree. This makes my shit fucking turn. My blood turns fucking solid. Like when
He's the Grinch.
It's fucked up. But like this stuff, I mean, yeah, it's fucking radioactive to me. I can't fucking handle it. But some people might say, well, hey, just let people express their love. Stop hating on couples that are, you know, in love. Stop being a hater, Bryce. Stop being one, bro.
Just get your nut off.
just go and hit a nut and then come back when you're a bit more fucking level-headed. But I don't know. Do we think that there is a threshold where there's just social limits for couples?
For me, it's the lack of self-awareness. Oh, no. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you go. You were onto something. I heard
Oh, no.
self-awareness.
I was just going to say, I feel like the God-full world has self-awareness because I think that self-awareness like leads to progression in general. And without that, and when we have so much, like such a freakish amount of evidence that people aren't that self-aware, like which I feel like is the modern day internet, then that's where we start to get a bit of a godless world. So for me, God is dead just on that one factor alone.
Absolutely. And really, the way that God intended love to be, based on my, you know, fairly poor recollection of Bible studies as a child, I feel like love was meant to be quite like a private act. You know, it was
Right.
meant to be an inner knowing between you and the person.
Yeah.
And like this, what we've seen is so contrived. It's the commodification of what could be so pure. You know, it's the devil's work.
Can I ask
The
a
devil is
personal
digital
question?
marketing.
Are your parents divorced or together?
Divorced.
Interesting. Okay, so that makes 3 of us. So maybe,
There we go.
maybe that's
we
why
just
we all
hurt and
hate it.
broken?
Yeah, that's all this
Never
is.
saw it.
God's alive. We're all just freaking probably just like, Mum and Dad don't kiss like
Mum
that.
didn't do that.
Yeah.
Didn't roar in my dad's ear. They did in court. Fuck. But you know, Like, and I think just to really put a fucking full stop on it, like, you know, like we say, it's a bit of a private act. I remember being at the club one time, and this friend of mine, I was sitting next to this girl, and then there was a friend of mine was talking to this guy, and they started hooking up, and you're like, whatever, fine. But then he started doing like almost like a duck kind of impression with his hands, and then squeezing her
with his
boob like a
hands.
duck would with like a beak. And you know, it's like,
no!
so
That's
exactly.
not what I thought you meant.
Exactly.
I thought you meant like a duck lip, like a.
No,
like
his
a,
hand.
No,
Yeah,
straight
yeah,
up boob ducking, bro.
And so again, I'm like, look, I'm not being sex negative by saying don't be hitting the duck beak in the club. Just don't do it in my face.
Give it the beak. Have you ever, in your time of groping breasts, done a duck beak?
No.
That's what you meant to do, right?
Both of you not aggressively, like, yes, we have groped breasts.
I've seen one.
I done it. I took a photo. Don't worry, it's a mirror selfie. No, yeah, both of us nodded. We're so eager to prove our virality.
Yeah, definitely, of course.
I've seen two boobs actually at once.
Yeah, at the same time. Yeah, no, I was sick.
I held
bro.
them both.
Yeah. No, I ducked them, bro. Yeah.
Never the duck beak. It's got to be, I don't know what you call normal technique.
Just goosing, just goosing about.
Yeah.
Just chill.
I hit the nay on those boobs actually. So.
Bro,
Whoa.
I'm getting bread, bro. No, sorry.
That's so specific. I'm sorry you had to see
Oh,
that.
yeah, man. But, it harks back to this. It's, look, again, no one's saying, because, look, it's not, I guess, it's not doing any harm, but, like, holy shit, just not for the club, Don't roar in the ear, don't do the duck beak in the club, and...
Yeah, time and a place. There it is. That's the
get it.
conclusion. Thank you very much for listening. That was part 1. We're going to release part 2 next week because this podcast went slightly longer than our usual episode length. And by slightly, I mean twice as long. So yeah, we cut it up into 2. Everything that we talked about is at God is Dead, Not Clickbait. Bryce is Bryce V Mills. I'm Struthless69. Flex is Flex.Mummy. Drop us a 5-star review, hit subscribe, do a little dance, and I don't know, kiss your dad on the lips. Love you.
Case closed.